Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to another quick chat. Welcome back to the channel. Go ahead and let me know that you're here by hitting that like button for me. So real quick, I really wanted to talk about Bad Boys Texas, okay? I wanted to talk about Chef D and Anthony because clearly we already know that they are beefing for sure. Now, if you've seen the past 2 episodes of Bad Boys Texas, you already know what the heck is going on. You feel what I'm saying? And yes, we did just go live and we did talk about Anthony and we talked about Chef D and their whole issue that they got going on, right? Now, on that live, all right? Now, y'all know I was over there calling Chef D chicklets, and it's really based on the big old veneers in his mouth. So yeah, in addition to that, we also talked about how Chef D lived with Anthony at one point, at least what some of the people were saying. Chef D lived with Anthony at one point, and while he lived with Anthony, he was bringing different people over, and it was a lot of different things going on. He wasn't paying or anything, right? Well, what's really interesting to me is that later on that night, we see that Anthony pretty much put Chef D on blast, right? He definitely came out and had some things to say, and it seems like what triggered him was a clip or a snippet from what we're going to see of next week's episode when Big Lou sits down with Chef D and Chef D talks about how Anthony was jealous of him not being in the spotlight, right? Because whenever he would get with Chef D would be the one that's more in the spotlight than Anthony. So Anthony decided that he was going to address that, and I really want to get into what Anthony had to say. So let's go ahead and talk about that. Anthony puts up this post along with that clip of the video and he says, wait, what? Spotlight? No, Devin. This started when I kicked you out my house after you served raw, uncooked food at my birthday party and had the audacity to sell them soggy plates to my guests for $50. Then had my garage full of maggots because you didn't clean after yourself. Ask Darrell because he cleaned the whole garage with bleach. Let's not even talk about how dirty you left my guest room after not even washing the sheets for a month. Whoa. Then it goes on to say, had all your wigs that don't blend all over the place and mildew smelling clothes laying around. Then says, let's talk about how you had multiple boys come plow your rock hard BBL that you scammed. Girl, was it the BBL that was a scam or was it the boys that he scammed? But let's keep going. Anthony says, when you know I don't like randoms in my house. So to make this lie about spotlight when your whole character is built on someone else's spotlight, which whom I'm sure you're going to mention a million more times on this show, is funny to me. Listen, I know that's right. Your whole character is built on someone else's spotlight. I know that's real. You better eat, Anthony. Now let's keep going. So Anthony says, stop making excuses and be a man and take both L's. You clearly had on national TV at your expense. Use this money and get your food truck out the repo yard. Invest in a cooking class. You clearly need both because cheerleading on TV to build a platform is clearly not working for you. Hashtag reunion me please. Then goes on to say the difference between me and you is you touch me, it's up forever. I don't want to sit around for no camera the next day working things out like I'm a robot. I would and could never be friends again with someone like you, and that's why I left. And to be clear, I'm the light in every room I walk into. I don't have to be loud or obnoxious for attention. Stop trying to compete where you don't compare. I don't need these validations. You and your teeth do. Baby, I just kind of feel like Anthony saw my live yesterday. I feel like Anthony saw my live and how I was eating up Mr. Chicklets, and also how I called out the situation about him staying with Anthony. Right? And I believe that because Darrell also agreed. And I'm like, Darrell just don't be sitting up here lying. So if Darrell's saying y'all live together, y'all did live together. So shout out to Anthony for confirming what the people were already saying in the comments. Okay? Now, when Anthony ends up going off on Chef D, William the Baddest came to the front and also had some things to say. Do y'all remember William the Baddest from season 1? The white man with the pink hair? Do y'all remember him? Scared to fight, just scared to be there in general? Girl, let's get into what William had to say. William says, and them raw catfish plates he was making us on season 1 was not it. He was so upset I was on the show. He was at every event, but they blurred his face out. He begged Natalie and Lemuel to send me home so he could take my spot. It was days before we got our contracts, and he told Natalie and Lemuel on FaceTime that I was telling the whole world I was on the show, shaking my head. Had the owners calling me ready to cut my contract. He wanted this spotlight. I told him he could have it. LOL, now you're on season 2 is a gag. He says, I hope he gets what he's looking for. So then somebody responded in the comments and said, shut up, because you were scary on season 1. Girl, when I saw that, I fell out. I thought that was one of the funniest things ever. I said, girl, if that ain't facts, shut up, because you was scary on season 1. Now, what I will say is I don't believe William lying. But you was scary. 2 things can't be true at the same time. You was scary as hell, and Chef D was definitely desperate as fuck to get on the show. Yikes. I wonder why your good friend Natalie didn't see more in you for season 1 for you to go on at that time. I wonder what happened with that. But hey, I'm just a messenger. I wanted to give you guys the update on what Mr. Anthony had to say to Chef D, and understand Chef D has yet to respond. But should he respond, y'all know I'm going to come back to y'all and I'm going to let y'all know what was being said, okay? But that's all I got at this time. You guys hop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about everything. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.